I'll jump in, sure. So I like that. I don't know if it's a good thing or not thing. So here's within the perspective that I have, probably more risk averse than maybe this has been so far. I like that it's 13 years old, so I like that it's established. I don't know if 25 is a good authority score or not, but
52. No, I missed it. 52. This one, no.
One in-depth, and maybe I'm missing it. Some at the very bottom there.
Bottom. Oh, this one.
I don't quite. Maybe I don't know how to read these.
Okay, I usually use Ahrefs and not SEMrush, so I don't know their scale, to be honest, with this one. So
sorry, say that again. You usually use what?
I'll say again. Sorry, I apologize.
You're using a lot of vocabulary there. Yeah, sorry, but
that's okay that you stop me. It's fine. It's great that you're saying this. It's good. It's for me to be aware of. It's good. SEMrush, this one here, you see that one? Is a platform for evaluating websites. Just like another platform that I mentioned, which is called Ahrefs. And I write it here in the chat. Oops, no. Ahrefs, this one. Okay. There are both competing platforms for assessing website. SEMrush or SEMrush is lower price, and I usually use the other one. So I don't know what's the scale they're using to say if it's good or not. Probably the total keyword and the backlinks make sense and the referring, but I don't know about the authority score that they do. Usually it's a number between a 0 and 100, but I don't know if Ahrefs, the one I'm using, gives it the same authority number. And one more word, these kind of platforms, these are estimation tools. They are not the actual information from the website. The best information that you can get from the website, about the website, is from the Google Search Console, which shows you exactly what the website is ranking for and in what position. So these, you can get an understanding about the website and about its search traffic, but it's not 100% accurate. You need to keep that in mind. Okay.
A question I had was, I see the revenue multiplier. It says on Flippa. Again, I think a lot of this is just going to be understanding the format at which some of these broker sites present information.
Yes.
But on this one, it says a revenue multiplier of 2.0. Right. And I thought we were targeting like 30.
So this one is yearly, and when we're talking about 30, we're talking about monthly.
Okay.
So 2.0 would be 24, which is rather low.
Yeah, so I would assume this is rather low. According to them, this means because it's been no activity for 3 years. I like that there's the possibility to maybe add some new content or breathe some life into it and maybe bring that up, and that it's still essentially been going for 3 years with what allegedly is no activity or very little activity, and still been generating money. I would be concerned about the declining, I guess it would be page views and unique visits, and want to know the history there. It looks like it's on the downward trend pretty heavily. So this
is probably the reason that it wasn't active for 3 years, and this is why it's happening. Okay, so I wouldn't know why. But I'm saying like when they say it, they present it as like, oh, it's still running, but basically that is, you see the declining. Okay, and then it doesn't mean it's a no. It means that, okay, this is the situation. What do I do with that?
I don't see necessarily where that revenue comes from.
Right, they don't mention it.
So is this from some sort of ad, or is
it's from ad? It's from AdThrive. That's one, but they say that they don't have enough. AdThrive is this one. This is the top tier ad network. Okay.
Oh, there it is. It makes money from AdThrive and sponsored posts.
Right.
So I assume that's some sort of advertising network.
Yes. So I mentioned for ad network, which is Google AdSense, Ezoic, Mediavine, and then AdThrive. AdThrive is the hardest to get to. It requires 100,000 sessions a month, or page views. I don't remember. Anyway, one of those.
And so that would be an advantage then, right?
this is a huge advantage if what they're saying is correct. Because what I understand from the story here is that they bought a portfolio of websites, which was already on AdThrive. They're now selling the websites one by one for the one they're not interested in. They're saying that AdThrive would accept that website back. But to be completely honest, I don't know why would AdThrive do anything for 5,000 unique visitors a month. Why would they accept somebody if they're not already on AdThrive? Okay, so if they're right, it's a wonderful deal, as they say. But I don't believe them. It's something. it's something to ask about and look into and verify with AdThrive before you buy that website.
All right. So assuming they were telling the truth, is that a good
I'm not
deal?
saying I'm not saying they're not telling the truth.
No. I know. But let's walk through the scenario. So assumed we did our due diligence and did find, yep, they are on the AdThrive network for whatever reason. It got grandfathered in or something. It's been declining history, but that's where it's at. It's still making, according to them, $385 a month, so a multiplier of 2 annually, and their asking price is $8,500. Would you assume that, is that a good deal? Assuming though that checks out, would that be a good deal in your mind?
It seems like a good deal because they do take less money. The cost is lower. I would still renegotiate because of the decline, to be honest. I would probably offer about half. By the way, it is a bidding process, okay? So with Flippa, when you have auctions, you have 3 numbers that you need to look at. One, asking price. That's the starting price. Reserve is the number that the bidding need to get to in order to even be a sale. Okay, or you can just buy it now for $10,500. Now these numbers are rather close to each other. Usually it's not the case. Usually this one is close to 0, this one is a number, and this one is much higher. Okay, they probably really want to get rid of that website at this range.
So what you're saying is you would want to contact the seller, offer them a negotiated price of, you said, half, $4,000, $5,000.
I'd say I did not look at the link profile. I did not verify the P&L, of course, and all that. But yeah, that would be
Just
along those lines. Yeah.
Okay.
In this case,
okay.
One more thing about where the traffic is coming from. Developed countries, traffic worth more. Non-developed countries, traffic worth less because the buying power is less. So you get less on affiliate, and definitely you get less on ad networks. They would not pay as much for this kind of traffic. So most of the traffic here is Canada and United States. That's a good thing. Okay, and United Kingdom. But that's not always the case. So sometimes you see websites, 200,000 page views a month. Wonderful. But they're all from the Philippines. 80% of them is from the Philippines. It's okay. You just need to get your expectations right with the price and what you're going to do with it.
Is China a developed one, or is that
I don't see a lot of websites with China traffic, to be honest. So I don't know. It's rather rare to see.
Okay.
I don't know in this case. Ryan, do you want to add anything? I'm sorry, I didn't let you speak. We're going into discussion.
Not really.
Do you agree with anything that Steven said?
Yeah, completely agree.
Have you noticed? Did you notice the same things?
Just when I was browsing the on Flipper, they have like a government ID. They have like a verified government ID thingy.
Yes.
Like under the profile photo of the seller.
Here.
So I think it's a ref. So I might just skip that one.
This is a good thing, actually. You see this one? They don't have government ID, that's true. But what about this? Okay, that's how you start to evaluate a deal. Is this even interesting? Sometimes you see trash. Okay, it's like I'm moving on. And sometimes you see that this one is actually rather interesting. There is still more to dig in here.